Hey guys! Hey Sue and Deborah, Dana, Linda, Jamie, Pat, Wanda, Linda, Sharon, Roseanne. Tons of y'all came. Donna. Yay! We're about to give away the Design Bundles craft bundle, guys. I thought I would let you guys look out my front porch for a few minutes here while we're waiting on some more people to come. I'm still about 1 minute early before giveaway time. You were listening to me type? Yeah, I was notifying all the groups that it was live. Thank you, Donna. I appreciate that. Lots of work. Okay, I am going to switch over so that people know what we're giving away for just a moment. Yeah, it's a little windy here, but it's still pretty. It looks like it's starting to overcast a little bit. Oh, my flag. It's a USA flag. Yep, need some sweet tea. There's a bench on the porch right there beside that trellis. There's a bench there. Let's see. And it's time. It is giveaway time, guys. This is a craft bundle that Design Bundles, also known as Font Bundles, they have a sister site, Design Bundles. They have given this to us. Hi, Linda. Glad you could join us. Your first live? Yay. But they donated this for me to give away. This bundle sells for $24, guys. It is worth $304. This is a huge bundle. It has a ton of stuff in it. And I'm just going to say, nobody, not one single solitary person, guessed my favorite out of there. They did get my second favorite. So that's the person that's going to win. I think one person got my third favorite. Or maybe it was 2 or 3. 2 or 3 may have guessed it, but nobody actually guessed my #1 pick. So I'm going to go ahead and go over and show you guys that locked envelope that I have. And you can't really see it. I'm just going to take a screenshot of it here locked and show that to you guys. It's my sealed envelope because I did everything online. I am just going to bring it over so that you guys can see it. And I'm buffering a little bit. It's getting windy. But there is my sealed envelope, and I'm going to click on it, and I am going to open it. And I'm going to let you guys see that. My password was winner, so that you guys can see what my favorites were. Hi, Angela. Is that Angela or Jan? Well, Jan has, we have a Jan Papadopoulos too. Let's see. There is my #1 pick, guys. I am revealing it as soon as we stop buffering. Maybe you're not buffering, but I'm buffering a little bit. There we go. Fall Market was my very favorite. I loved everything in there. I really did. It was very, very, very difficult for me to pick a favorite. And a lot of you guys picked stuff that I loved. But that was my favorite. My second favorite was the Hello Fall font. And then my third pick was the Pumpkin Spice in Your Best Life. There were tons of them in there. The Thanksgiving ones, I really loved those too. I've got to do something with some of those. But I did, as people commented and put in their guesses, I went through and I started a winners list. And the first person to guess one of my picks was Denise Gill Hoffman on 9/1. She picked #3, which was let me put that over so you guys can see them both. That was the Pumpkin Spice and Best Life. She did pick that. But then Patty Holmes came along and she knocked out Denise about an hour or so later with number 3 also. Then we got Sharon Hughes. She was in the Font Frenzy and the Cricut Crafting with April group. She knocked Patty out with guest number 2. Then Barbara Luganbell knocked her out on 9-2. Then Vicki knocked Barbara out. Joanne Clint knocked Vicki out. And Elaine Hollis knocked out Joanne. So our winner is Elaine Hollis. Hi, Ivy. So congratulations to Elaine Hollis. She guessed today at 3:41 a.m. in the morning. She picked the Hello font to be our last one to pick, one of my favorites. I was looking for number 1. Nobody guessed number 1, so we're staying with number 2. And she is our winner. So, that is the giveaway. Elaine, I need you to message me your email address and your consent for me to share that email address with Design Bundles so that they can send out your prize to your account. If you do not have a Design Bundles account, you need to create one with the email address you want to use so that they can add it. Does anybody have any Design Space questions or project questions while we're here? I know, Ivy, we are working on your print then cut with the StarCraft vinyl from Brilliant Vinyl, and I will come back to you as soon as this live is over and we will pick up where we left off. I did not forget about you. Does anybody else have any questions or anything? If not, you guys stay tuned for the next giveaway. Check those announcements every day because that's where I am going to pin all giveaways that are given to me. How do I feel about the messy canvas process? And that was the last video I uploaded. Good question, Sue. I liked it. Okay, I'm used to doing it on wood, not on a canvas. And with wood, it's a little different. Wood's a little more porous, and I can seal it with polyurethane. I did not try to seal a canvas with polyurethane because polyurethane is, how do I say, it's firmer than Mod Podge is. It doesn't give, okay? So if I put that polyacrylic on a canvas to seal it so that my vinyl will stick better, I am afraid if I push or if it gives, because that canvas gives when I'm applying pressure to put that vinyl on there, that the poly is going to crack. Then you're going to have a worse mess because it's going to peel as you peel that vinyl off. So I stayed with, I did one with no Mod Podge at all. And same as last year when I did the canvas and tried to put the red truck on it. Doesn't want to stick. Vinyl is just not meant for it. I did not try to use the Cricut stencil vinyl or Aura mask, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be about the same. You're going to have more tack with the premium outdoor vinyl anyway. It's got more tack to it. But I had a lot of trouble getting it to stick to my canvas. So I did use a heat gun, and I got it to stick that way, but getting it on there and keeping it in place, it took me longer than the drying time took. I'm going to be honest. It was a love-hate relationship, and I'm surprised that you guys didn't hear a few bad words out of me from way out here in Atlanta. So, because it was not, it didn't like it at all. So the second one that I did, I coated with Mod Podge to see if it would do any better. And I detacked my transfer tape as well. Still didn't do any better as far as release and it's sticking. It stuck just a little bit better, but not much. The problem came in is after I put the vinyl down, I did heat it up a little bit, and that may have been what have caused it, but otherwise I would have had a ton of bleeds. So it's give and take. Either you're going to have a lot of bleeds or it's going to stick pretty good, but when you go to peel it, I don't know if the paint being wet will stop it. If you peel your vinyl while your top coat is wet, it may stop it, but I noticed that when I peeled that vinyl, it not only peeled the vinyl, but it tried to peel the decoupage under it too. And I did show that. You can see it in the photo. I purposely touched it up right there just to call attention to it, and it is in the photos that I shared. So it's 6 of one and half a dozen of the other. So it's going to depend on what works best for you. You spray painted a coat over it, goes everything, so nothing bled or leaked. That's a good idea, Sue. However, spray paints you need to do outside. It's not an acrylic, and spray paints can actually crack because most of those, make sure that your spray paint's an acrylic, because if it's an enamel, if you push on your canvas, it could crack. It won't give. It's not. Latex and acrylics have factors in them that give, like plastics, so that you have some give on it, where enamels don't. In case anybody's wondering, my husband had a paint business for almost 40 years, and I worked at paint at Lowe's, so I went through tons of training, so I know about what paints you can mix, what paints you can't mix, and things like that, what has give, what doesn't. So just be mindful after you've sprayed your paint, if it gets thick in any places. If it's very thin, you should be fine. But if it gets thick or heavy in any places and you push on your canvas, it could crack, like a crackle type paint, and it will flake off at that point. Yeah, okay. Yeah, make sure you do it outside, because fumes and stuff off of that, we don't want anybody getting a buzz or passing out from a buzz or anything like that. But what I used was all acrylics. They were all acrylics. Being matte, satin, gloss, that really doesn't matter. The only difference in those is the shine. Some has a little more of the elasticity properties. But you're going to end up with the sheen of whatever is the most dominant. Whatever you use the most of. You're past the bus stage. But that was a good question, Sue. But, I mean, I have a love-hate relationship. I love the way that my Bob Marley one came out. And I love the way the other one came out for the brightness of colors, especially for a kid's room and the chalkboard paint and all. I really loved that too. But I like the subtlety of the one that I had. And I am not too sure, because that was the first time that I used, I know that I showed you guys in that video, the glitter. It's clear. It's like a clear paint, but it's glitter. To me, it's more like a Mod Podge with glitter. That may have caused it as well. So, hi Joanne. That may have caused my issues on that one. But I'm still saying it's the Mod Podge, and I'm just going to say, every time I've used Mod Podge on a sign, be it wood, be it canvas, no matter what I've used it on, I've had that exact same issue. No difference in the issue. So that's why I'm saying it is the Mod Podge, because it's a glue, and it's going to create that film. And I melted, when I heated my vinyl, I basically melted the adhesive on the vinyl and to the Mod Podge. And the Mod Podge didn't want to turn loose of it, so it started to peel. So just be careful and mindful when you're picking which one you want to do. Myself, I would just go ahead and fight it, because I had to fight putting the vinyl down anyway in both processes. So I would just fight the vinyl and skip the Mod Podge. I had much better results. All right, guys. Again, congratulations to Elaine Hollis for the winner of the giveaway. And if anybody has any questions, make sure you just ask them over in the Facebook groups, and we'll get to you just as quickly as we possibly can. Thanks for joining me, guys. Congratulations again, Elaine. And you guys check on the announcements in the group, because they have moved all of our pinned posts and announcements there. Make sure that you keep a check on those every day for anything new. See you guys on the next live. Thank you to all my Patreon supporters. Greatly appreciate you.